You know what it is? Big Tiki. Yeah, today we're in the garage. I said that these videos are gonna start coming. I want to start having, I'm just using my phone today. I want to have a little bit more of a better setup so I can do like, so you can watch me while I'm doing it instead of me explaining. Well, I'm in my garage, kind of show you around here a little bit. I got some things that I'm working on. There's going to be a mural done on that trunk over there. Yes, it's got a boomerang antenna on it. Yes, it is from a Cadillac, and yes, that Cadillac is a limo. Doing kind of a lowrider style mural on that. But today, it's this here. This helmet is going to get more done to it. It's been a couple days. I let this primer dry properly and such. It is going to be a Spiderman themed helmet, but not the traditional Spider-Man colors. The main color is going to be blue. The webbing is going to be, the last one I did, the webbing was white. This one I want to change it up a little bit, make it a little bit more fancier. So I'm gonna choose a different color. I think I'm gonna go with like a silver, which is like a very bright white, like light silver. So it still has that very high contrast between the blue and the silver. I have to clean up a little bit. Yeah, I got tools all over the place. You know, my little compressor, my bigger compressor. There's a tank up there. I want to eventually, like, only been in this this garage for since the beginning of December, basically. So I still got to do a few things in here. I want to like put some air lines up to help with everything, as well as paint. I don't really like the bare wood. I want to paint it a bright color. Maybe put some cool stuff on the walls. It's a process. It's heat, very important here in Canada. Heated garage, insulated garage. I do always have music playing. It's an old Mac. I call it the Big Mac because it's the big computer. It's very old though. It's when they changed to this design. I bought it like basically as soon as they changed to this kind of design. So I mean, it is old. It is a few years old now. So I'm going to switch this around. So yeah, I flipped the camera over. So now you're kind of seeing what I'm seeing a little bit more. So I took this mask totally apart because I have to paint underneath where that part goes. It goes over top of here, it swivels up and down. So I still have to continue the lines in here, so when this person does flip this up, that the lines are continuous. It's just an extra thing that I like to do. As you can see with the color on this can, that is the blue that I am going to be using. It is Matrix paint. Matrix is a division of Valspar, or also now a division of Sherwin-Williams. Long story short, multiple companies bought each other out, so this is the blue that I chose. It worked great. It matches the motorcycle that he has. And then this is going to be the silver that I'm going to use. This is made by Valspar. It is PS2, which is a Chrysler color. So any of those vehicles out there that you see with like a very light silver on it, that is the paint coat on them. So I am going to stop recording for a little bit here. I'm going to scuff this down. So I decided to show you a little bit of me sanding. Very exciting. This is like the most boringest part. Look, I'm going to do some product placement, some name dropping here. Like it says Big Tiki. Yes, it is a tiki theme cup. Woohoo! Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna use 600 grit. Looks like I'm gonna have to retape before I do paint the silver on there because some of this tape is coming off. Yeah, I like using 600 on this step. I don't want to leave, like, especially now that I'm going to be using a silver. I don't want silver heavy metallic paints. Like to find the deep scratches and stick to that. So unless you want to see those sand scratches in your paint job, try to find a sandpaper that works best. Of course, people that don't know, the higher the number, the finer the grits of sandpaper. Not everybody knows that. So yeah, nice and light. Sometimes I will wet sand. Depends on the primer that I use. This sands very nicely. I usually try to, like, depends on the surface, depends on the product, depends on the project that I'm doing. I will alternate between using an etching primer, which helps also with adhesion. There are etching primers that are very, very strong that you do not use over top of anything plastic. They are meant strictly for bare metal. Always read your data sheets. Always read your data sheets. Always read your data sheets, technical data sheets, TDSs. Especially if you're not familiar with the product. I mean, this products that I'm using, I've been using for a long time. Sometimes I do have to go back and make sure that what I remember is correct, because, you know, we're all human. We do forget. We do make mistakes. So this is the boring part. So as you can tell, I've taken everything off as I possibly could on this helmet. So I'm going to continue doing this, and once I'm done this, I will show you the so this is the other piece, just like the main part of the mask. I'm going to sand this off. Very flimsy piece. You want to be gentle and make sure you don't crack anything, because you do not want to be replacing a customer's helmet. The reason why I like to make sure that everything's covered fully with primer is for the fact for color uniformity. Big word, right? Yeah, I want to make sure that the color is uniform throughout the whole thing. I will show you the silver. As you can see now, it is all silver. Even though, like, a lot of these pieces are going to be all blue, but just in case I got to do, like, there's going to be some silver showing on these pieces, I want to make sure that it is all covered and such. I'm just double checking to make sure I got all angles. Yep. Yeah, it's all ready for the next step.